Hello friends. So in this session we are going to discuss about the matrices. So what is the definition of matrices and what are the types of matrices and which are the operations of matrices? Let us learn one by one. So what is the definition of matrices? Definition of matrices is it's a rectangular arrangement of arranging the numbers, arranging the elements, arranging the any alphabet letters. So for example, usually the matrix is denoted by any capital letters, that is A. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can also turn as 0 and otherwise negative numbers. And here we can easily observe there is a row and columns. Here it is a row, first row, second row, third row. There are 3 rows and first column, second column, third column. There are again 3 columns, 3 rows and 3 columns. This is what element representation. Let us take one more example. There is a B matrix. The B matrix is usually denoted by, the matrix is always is denoted by capital letter and elements are represented by small letters, otherwise the numbers like A, B, C, D. The elements is also represented by the complex numbers. Which are the complex numbers? The complex numbers are not in the form of real numbers. It is except the real numbers. That means the root minus 1. Otherwise I. So this is what one of the example of the matrix. What is the order of matrix? So here it is what order of matrix. It is what order of matrix. So here in this B matrix, what is the order here? Yes, there is a 1, 2, 3. So there is a 3 rows and 1, 2. So there is a 2 columns. This is what representation and the elements of matrices. And the next we'll move on to the operations of matrices. Before taking an operation of matrices, let us learn the types of matrices. Which are the types of matrices? Yes, the first one, it's a row matrices. Row matrix. What is a row matrix? So before I'll explain what is the difference between the matrices and matrix. The matrix is only one matrix. More than one matrix we can say it is a matrices. Then what is the definition of row matrices? The row matrices is defined as only one row and many number of columns. Is only one row, many number of columns. So for example, when you are writing this A matrix, is only one row. There is only one row and many number of columns like this. Okay. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, etc. Okay. In this case, let us take let us take 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, only one row and there are 6 columns. Hence, 1 cross 6. Hence, m value is always 1, n value is always 6. It is not always, m value is always 1, but n value is different. But n value is always belongs to natural numbers. Correct? We'll move on to the next types of matrix. The next type of matrix is column matrix. Let us move on to the column matrix. What is a column of matrix? Yes, column of matrix. The column of matrix is defined as it is similar to the row operation. In the row operation, only one row, many number of columns. But the column operation, only one column, but many number of rows. So for example, if you are taking a B, so like this. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So this is what. So what is the order of this matrix? Order of matrix is there is a 5 rows and 1 columns. Okay. Here let us call this as m and n. Here also m and n. So m value is 1. In this case, m values always belongs to natural numbers, but n value is always 1. So note this point, n is equal to 1. Here m value is always 1. In the examination, they'll ask what is a row of, what is a order? Order m value, that is a row answer, m is equal to 1. In this case, n is equal to 1. Okay. So we'll move on to the next type of matrix. So let us start the types of matrices. So which are the types of matrices? In examination point of view, which are the main question they'll ask? Let us discuss the one by one. The first one is the row matrices. What is a row matrices? The row matrices is defined as, here let us take an example. A is equal to, there is only one row. There is only one row. We can write the so many columns. Here the order of matrix n cross 1 cross n. 1 cross n. This order of matrix of row is, the row is always 1. The row is always what? 1. And the next one is the column of matrix. What is the column of matrix? So it is similar to matrices. So it is similar to the what? Row operation. So in a row operation, so there is only one row, many number of columns. In the column operation, let us take an example. Example is here only one column, many number of rows. Here m cross n. Let us call m is a row, n is a column. But column is always only one. So the column is also what? It's a 1. So this is what main important. In examination, they'll ask what is a column matrix. So the column of matrix is always what? 1. Only one column. In the row operation, only one row. Then we'll move on to the next one. The next one is square matrix. So the word itself says the definition. So what is a square matrix? The square matrix is defined as, what is a square matrix? Square matrix is defined as you know the square. Square is nothing but all the sides are equal. Here number of rows, this is what a row and column. Number of rows is equal to number of columns. It is known as the square of matrix. So for example, A is equal to, if you are taking 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what? There are 2 rows and 2 columns. That means, so there is a 2 cross 2. Here m value is always equal to n, is nothing but the row always equal to the column. It's a very simple definition. The number of rows is equal to number of columns. Sir, if 1 cross 1, yes, is 1 cross 1 is also example for square matrix. If it is 2 cross 2 is also example for what? Square matrix. If it is 3 cross 3 is also example for the square matrix. Okay. Next we'll move on to the diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. What is a diagonal matrix? So before taking the diagonal matrix, let us give one easy trick of which are the diagonal elements. There is a difference between the diagonal elements and diagonal matrix. Here diagonal elements are, this is what? Diagonal elements. Here diagonal elements. What is a diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix is a square matrix. Let me define. Diagonal matrix is a square matrix in which A is equal to let us take 1 0 0 and 0 4 0 0 0 5. Diagonal matrix is defined as it is square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are 0. That means non-diagonal elements. This is what are diagonal elements. Except to diagonal elements, the remaining elements are 0. Main definition. We'll move on to the next one. The next one is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. What is a scalar matrix? So the scalar matrix is defined as, let us take a example 4 0 0 0 0. Otherwise this is a 4 0 0 0 4. Okay. So in this case the diagonal elements are same, non-diagonal elements are 0. Definitions. Scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix. Scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which diagonal elements are same, non-diagonal elements are 0. And we will move on to the next and last one. So that is a zero matrix. So what is a zero matrix? The zero matrix is defined as, it's a very easy. So it not should be in the square matrix. It may be it's a square matrix. It may not be it is a square matrix, and it is denoted by, it is O or 0. The elements, each elements are 0. The each elements are 0. The each entries are 0. It is known as 0 of a matrix. Okay. The next one is operation of matrices. So what is the operation of matrices? In the operation of matrices, there is a addition of matrices, subtraction of matrices. Subtraction is nothing but difference, and multiplication of matrices. Before taking operation of matrices, let us take equality of matrices. What is the equality of matrices? If A and B are the any two matrices, let A is equal to X, Y, Z and A. If A is equal to the B matrix, and A and B are the any matrix in which the corresponding elements are equal. Corresponding elements is nothing but here x is equal to x, y is equal to y, z is equal to z, a is equal to a. The corresponding element should be in the equal. And one more main important one, the order of A matrix is equal to order of B matrix. Row is equal to columns. That means number of rows and columns is equal to the B matrix number of rows and columns. Okay. So for example, here let us take an example here. So example, in the examination can ask find the value of x and y if x, y, 4 and 2 is equal to there is a 4 and there is a minus 2 and 4, 2. Yes, it's a very easy question. If they're asked like these questions, we can easily find the solution. Yes, as I told the equative matrix definition, so just we need to equate the corresponding elements and we need to see the order of matrix. Order of matrix is 2 cross 2. Yes, it is exist. Hence, the value of x corresponding elements is what? Yes, that should be in the equal. Hence, if x value is 4, then only the left hand side is equal to right hand side. If y is equal to minus 2, then only it is the left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is what equative matrix. Next one is addition of matrices. So what is the addition of matrices? How do you add the two matrices? So we know we can add the two numbers 2 plus 4 and that is equal to 6. So we can easily add the two numbers. But how do you add the two matrices? Before adding the two matrices, we have to know the conditions. That means, let us take an example. After that, I'll explain the definition of addition of matrix. There is a matrix is equal to 4, 2, 1 and 0. And there is one more matrix. The B matrix is equal to, there is a 2, 1, 0 and there is a 4 here. Yes. When you are adding the A matrix and B matrix, first we need to see the order. If A matrix order and B matrix order is same, then only we can add the two matrices. Hence, there is a 2 cross 2 here. Here also it is 2 cross 2. Hence, we need to add the corresponding elements is nothing but A plus B is equal to, there is a A matrix, there is a 4, 2, 1 and 0 plus, write on the B matrix, this is what a B matrix, 2, 1, 0 and 4. You just add the corresponding elements. Yes, 4 plus 2 that is a 6 and 2 plus 1. So that is a 3 and 1 plus 0 that's a 1, 0 plus 4 exactly it's a 4. Hence this is what A and B matrix. Then what is the definition of addition of matrices? Addition of matrix is defined as the corresponding elements. We have to add the corresponding elements with the order of matrix should be equal. Then what is the difference of matrix? We'll move on to the difference of matrix. Next one is difference of matrices. So what is the difference? Difference is nothing but subtraction. So there is a A matrix and B matrix. So here also first we need to see the order of two matrices. Yes, here order of A matrix is equal to order of B matrix. Hence, we can easily subtract the A minus B. Otherwise, B minus A. So in this case, A matrix there is a 4, 2, 1, 0 and minus the B matrix there is a 2, 1, 0, 4. Just we need to subtract the corresponding elements. Nothing but 4 minus 2 corresponding elements. That means there is a 4 minus 2 that is 2, 2 minus 1 that is 1 and 1 minus 0 that is 1, 0 minus 4 this is a minus 4. So this is what answer. This is what difference of matrices. Difference of matrix, we need to subtract the corresponding elements. Next we'll move on to the multiplication of matrix. Multiplication of matrix is totally different compared to the addition and subtraction. Next, multiplication of matrices. The multiplication of matrices is defined as, it's a very simple, in a matrix, when you are multiplying the two matrices. So there is a first matrix and second matrix. Let us say, here it is A and B. We are multiplying the A matrix with B matrix. A matrix order, if you are taking the M cross N, the B matrix order, that should be the N cross P. That means the column of here, the column of first matrix that equal to row of second matrix. The column of first matrix is equal to the row of second matrix. Then only it is possible to do the multiplication. Let me repeat. The column of first matrix is equal to row of second matrix. Then only it is possible to multiply the two matrix. Then what about if you are multiplying these two matrices, we will get a matrix. That matrix order in this case, this is a M and here P. So M cross P. Let us take an example. So there is a matrix. A matrix is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. And the B matrix is equal to, and there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and again 0. Is it possible to multiply these two matrices? Yes, because the order of this matrix is 2 cross 2. So there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Here also there is a 2 rows, and 3 columns. Hence, we need to observe the column is equal to 2, the row is equal to 2. The row is equal to column. Yes. How do you multiply? You just look at the board. I'll tell you the very easy steps and easy method to do the multiplication. Yes. There's a matrix into B matrix. Just we are multiplying the AB. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 0. Yes. The pattern of doing, there's a first row, take a first row and first column. First row, first column. And the first element to the first element and second element to the second element. Let me repeat. First row, first column, first element to the first element and second element to the second element. Similarly, they are 1 into 1, 1, plus into plus, plus, 2 into 2, that is 4. Again, first row, second column, first element to the first element, that means here, the second column. ಹೌದಾ ಇದೊಂದು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. The first row and second column. First row, second column, first element to the first element, second element to the second element. That means 1 into 3, that is 1 into 3, that is 3, and plus into plus, plus 2 into 4, that is 8. Again, first row, third column, first element to the first element, second element to the second element. 1 into 1, there is a 1, plus into plus, plus 2 into 0, that is 0. Again, second row, first column, first element to the first element, 3 into 1, that is 3, second element to the second element is nothing but 4 into 2, that is plus 8. Similarly, second row, second column, 3 into 3, 9, 4 into 4, 16. Next, 3 into 1, 3, plus 4 into 0, that is 0. This is one of the easy method. I will tell you one more easiest method to doing the further CET question. 4 plus 1, that is 5, 3 plus 8, that is 12, 1 plus 0, that is 1, 3 plus 8, 11, 9 plus 16, 25, 3 plus 0, it's a 3. This is what the first